It's time for Reggie Smith Best for Japan. We'll show you what's that Major League way. Let's check this out.
Mike Piazza had reason to worry. Sure, the Dodgers had drafted him in 1988, but they hadn't made any efforts to sign him to a contract.
So his father called me and said, Tommy, you know, nobody from the Dodgers has talked to him.
Nobody's come around to come to the house to tell us, take a picture and have it in the paper that Michael got drafted. He said, I'll take care of this.
So I put him in the plane here and I got him to work out in front of the scouting director and the scouts. And he put on quite a show.
And I'm hitting the ball in the seats. And Ben Wade, who was the scouting director for the Dodgers, says to Tommy, he says, holy shit. He goes, this guy can swing the bat. And Tommy says, well, let me ask you something. If he was a catcher, would you sign him right now, the way he hits the ball? Ben says, absolutely.
I told the scouting director, then sign him, he's a catcher. He said, no, he's not a catcher, he's a first baseman. I said, he's a catcher now.
And about 10 minutes later, Ben Wade comes back in, he says, we're gonna offer you $15,000 to sign. And I was like, 15 what? 15,000? If he would have said $15, I've said, okay, I'll sign.
As soon as it was official, Lasorda wasted no time in beginning Piazza's education as a catcher. The path, though, would be unconventional. The manager had him sent to the Dodgers Academy in the Dominican Republic to get him started behind the plate.
Going to the Dominican Republic to play and to learn to play is not the easiest thing.
I mean, it was culture shock, you know? I mean, out in the middle of the jungle, I didn't speak any Spanish, and all the kids were all Latin. Here I am trying to catch and learn catching, and I got a pitcher I can't even communicate with.
I mean, nobody goes down to the Dominican to learn how to catch. I mean, it just doesn't happen. But that's what he did.
To this day, I was the only American kid ever to go down and play in the Dodgers Dominican Academy.
When he returned to the States, he was assigned to short season A-ball, where one member of the Dodgers front office took notice.
He was in Salem in the Northwest League. Peter O'Malley asked me who I thought the prospects were on that ball club. So I say, the real prospect here is Mike Piazza. He says, Reggie, why do you say that? I said, because Mr. O'Malley, he has something that you can't teach. You couldn't teach power.
The power was undeniable, but other figures in the organization couldn't seem to get past the story of how he'd gotten even this far.
My minor league manager in Vero Beach, I did not get along well with that manager. You know, we just clashed, we locked horns.
He had some problems in the minor leagues because everybody thought he was there just because of me.
You know, the managers would look at me and they would see how unpolished I was, and they were like, you know, you know, I don't get it. I mean, you know, I don't think this kid can play.
There was always that, he's only here because of Tommy. Because of Tommy.
It was so bad that I just said, I'm out of here. I'm just, you know, I'm not having any fun. And I walked away.
He was ready to go home, and that was going to be it.
Reggie Smith went to Mike's home and brought him back to Vero Beach.
I got a call early one morning that Mike Piazza quit last night. I told him that there were people fighting for him, like myself and certainly Tommy Lasorda, because at the time we were probably only two that really felt that he was a prospect for us. And I told him that, you know, you're going to go back and you're going to do everything that you're supposed to do and then some.
When I came back, it was like a switch just came on, and I was like, I'm gonna go out there and play with a chip, because the other way ain't working.
It's Mike Piazza, the catcher from Albuquerque. Piazza with 13 homers and 46 RBIs, hitting .359.
Within 2 seasons, Piazza had powered his way to the top of the Dodgers' heralded farm system. not just transforming himself into a catcher, but the franchise's #1 rated prospect.
He went from AA, AAA, Major Leagues, boom.
On September 1st, 1992, 62nd round draft pick Mike Piazza made his major league debut.
There's a drive to right center field by Piazza, his first major league hit.
The thing with Mike is it was just take off right from the get-go.
Oh my goodness.
There was never any transition. There was never any growing pain.
Piazza unloads, no doubt about it. Line drive hit left field. Piazza does it again.
His 1993 rookie season was historic.
Another home run. The most home runs by a rookie catcher in Major League Baseball history.
And in addition to his offensive marks, he also made an impact behind the plate, setting a club record by throwing out 59 would-be base stealers. Piazza was a National League All-Star.
Catcher, Mike Piazza.
Was Mike basically drafted number 1390 as a favor to you by Tommy Lasorda?
That's correct. Yes.
At season's end, he was named the NL Rookie of the Year.